But as we talk about John Wooden and what he meant and his place in history, when he was 99, some group, some organization gave him just what he needed, another award. They named him the greatest coach ever. Not the greatest basketball coach, not the greatest college coach, but the greatest coach ever. Number 2 was Vince Lombardi. Number 3 was Bear Bryant. Number 4 was Phil Jackson, who was mad as can be about being number 4. Number 5 was Don Shula. And number 6, Red Auerbach, the Celtics, Red Auerbach. And when Red, from inside his coffin, found out that he was behind Phil Jackson, banging on that door, let me out of here. Phil Jackson, that guy just buys players. I build teams. So they had this group wanting to give Coach this award, right? And he wants no part of it. That is not his deal at all. There was never any hype, never ego out of control. Ego's a good thing, but it's when it gets out of control. It's like the abuse of anything. Whatever it is, if it's too much. I know the Grateful Dead have the song line, too much of anything, no, too much of everything is just enough. Well, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. But Coach, they wanted to give him this honor. He didn't want it. But they finally talked him into it. But he said, I'm going to set the rules. Because that's what a great leader does. What are the components of leadership? Pull the team together. Define the terms of the conflict. Make them play your game. Do what others can't and won't do. Lead the relentless offensive attack. And then hit first. And so Coach Wooden, in making them play his game, he said, we're going to do it when and where I want it, and I'm in charge of the guest list. And the only people who can come are my family, my friends, and my players. So they have the deal. And it's at the restaurant where he has dinner every night. And after dinner, they roll him up onto the stage with the wheelchair, and they hand him the microphone. Now, when you're 99, you've used your best material already. But he starts rambling on about there's no way I deserve this. How can you tell? How do you measure? There's no quantifiable analysis as to who the best ever is. But I will admit and acknowledge that I was among the best. That's really big of you, Coach. Way to go. But then he turned it, and he said to us, guys, I want to apologize. And we're saying, yeah, the walking antique is finally going to admit he was wrong all these years. He said, guys, I made a mistake with the pyramid. And we're saying, oh, my God, the pyramid. You made a mistake with the pyramid? 14 years, Coach, come on. You can't make a mistake after 14 years. He said, no, I made a mistake, guys. I left the word love out of the pyramid. And love is the single most powerful and important word in our language and culture. And until the power of love supersedes the love of power, we have no chance of success. And then he turned it and he closed it down by saying, I also want to apologize. I want to say I'm sorry to each and everybody here in this room, and that I wasn't able to do more to help you. I wasn't able to do more to help you. And it was the last thing he ever said in public. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I got to play for Coach Wooden. I got to know Coach Wooden. It was incredible.